Hi there, it's Gareth here from Heartfelt Horsemanship. Jamie and I are going to sit and go through the responses we got about lunging on Instagram and just address how we deal with all the things people use lunging for.
Many people are confused about lunging because they see people lunging in their yard and they think that is a path to success. We're not saying anything about lunging is wrong or bad. That's not the discussion here. What we're offering is a way to achieve mental, emotional, and physical fitness through sending our horses out on a circle without having to use gadgets. And our hope is to achieve mental, emotional, and physical self-carriage for the horse. So it's a very interactive process. And you can see Gareth is preparing Dreamy here, getting him woke up a little bit. And if you watch Dreamy and Gareth closely, you can see a very close conversation happening. Gareth is very, very consistent for Dreamy. Being in the center of that circle is a huge responsibility. So he doesn't just stand in the center of that circle and hope Dreamy kind of figures out his way the whole way. Gareth is going to do some higher level maneuvers of transitions and direction changes, all things that horses need to do. And you'll notice he's doing it on a casual rein or a nice, long, loose, relaxed lead rope.
A lot of people will say, well, with lunging, you keep that lunge line at 10 o'clock and the whip at 2 o'clock, so the horse can't run in at you. You saw in the beginning of the video, I worked on a little bit of back and forwards. We've got the communication that the horse will not try and run me over. That also builds our communication for the transitions, which you're watching now. Self-carriage, which is one of the things someone commented on Instagram post, you can build self-carriage with gadgets when lunging. We build communication for those transitions on the ground, and higher level dressage riders will tell you self-carriage comes from transitions, not from contact. So we build that on the ground here. So when Dreamy starts losing engagement, I will work on transitions. It might be a direction transition or a gait transition.
The transitions may change in any discipline. The smoother your changes are, the better everything else is going to be. So Gareth could take this exercise that he's doing with Dreamy for the sake of this video for you guys and go right into a fairly high level dressage type training session with Dreamy and already have Dreamy thinking about making transitions because Gareth has a mental and emotional connection with Dreamy right now that doesn't require him to be holding Dreamy physically in place. You can see Dreamy, he could pull on that line and Gareth could do some arena skiing. All of this is to prepare your horse to want to stay with you, to want to interact with you. And that is not discipline specific, that's horsemanship.
You'll notice the change of directions as well. Change of direction, we can start building a bit of rein responsiveness, that the horse responds to that lead line exactly the same as he would to me picking up on the rein and changing direction. You watch here, there's that rein, and he goes up in the other direction.
So when you think about preparing your horse online or on the ground for a good ride, Gareth can practice his rein maneuvers here because it's quite similar to how we would use casual reins in the saddle. And be testing that horse for lightness and an appropriate response to whatever headgear is on his face. Gareth only rides in a halter, and Dreamy does everything that bitted horses do. And it's that was achieved from Gareth practicing his rein work in situations like this.
The other aspect of this is we can bring in a lot of creativity. It doesn't just have to be mindless circles. There's constant, as Jamie said, conversation going on. I now want you to trot, now I want you to canter, now I want you coming back to a walk. But there's no limit to that. We can start bringing in obstacles, send them over a little jump, send them through a river, into a dam, over a top, into a trailer. There's no limit to our creativity.
So when you think about using this to help your horse become mentally, emotionally, and physically fit, check for soundness, and add some variety to their life, this is one fantastic way of doing it. It's what we do with our horses. So we don't need gadgets and tools to create top line and strong horses. This is how we achieve what we achieve at Heartfelt.
Thanks, guys. We've got a few videos to put up this week, so check back in on the YouTube channel. See you you next time.